So last little bit, we had two beers from Microbrasserie de Charlevoix brewery in Quebec. And today we have another beer, not from that brewery, but from a different microbrasserie. This is a Pilsner, not an IPA, not a Saison, not a double IPA, nothing like that. Getting back to basics to see how the Quebecers do Pilsners. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Microbrasserie, for another Brewski review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is from the Microbrasserie Le Coureur de Bois Incorporated. We have their Lynx Pilsner coming in at a modest 5% alcohols by volume, 26 IBUs. It's Pilsner, shouldn't be too super crazy, but again, the Quebecers always do things a little bit different. So let's see what we got. We got our Black Oak Pinty Pint glass. I think it's a Nordic pint glass. I think that's the name of it. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Pour about half the beer here. And looking at it, it's actually got a little bit of haze. For a Pilsner, that is kind of odd. Usually Pilsners are crystal clear. But not this one. This one's got a bit of haze. White head on top. Nice yellow, golden color. Not super pale. Diving on that nose. On the nose, grassy, grainy hay. Light caramel, maybe a slight bit of corn, not DMS. Somewhat of that Pilsner sourdoughy twang that you usually get, but not super strong. Definitely smells more like a regular American lager. Maybe just enough of that Pilsner twang from the noble hops, from what I assume makes sense. But yeah, see how it tastes. Okay, yeah, it's a Pilsner. It's not an amazing Pilsner, but it's a fairly subtle Pilsner, I want to say. I don't think it says exactly what region of Pilsner it is, or it's just a Pilsner. Not Czech, not German, like that, or at least description-wise. Fairly straightforward. A little bit of that sourdoughy Pilsner twanginess, that sharp hoppiness that Pilsners definitely have, but fairly clean, fairly crisp, like caramels, grassy hay. Nothing out of the ordinary. But let's learn more. So cheers, everybody. Well, let's keep on drinking. Clean, crisp, grassy hay. A little bit of cucumber. A bit of that, more of that sourdoughy Pilsner twanginess that you get that I used to never really be a big fan of, but over time come to enjoy it quite a bit. It's pretty straightforward, pretty good. A little weightier than most Pilsner, not as crisp as others either. I don't know. I would assume partially that has to do with the actual body of the beer, but also because there is a lot of haze for a Pilsner. Very odd. But it's still pretty easy drinking. Again, a little weightier than most Pilsners, which is a little odd, but not a huge deal breaker. So let's see what the can has to say. Microbrasserie Le Coureur de Bois Lynx, 5% ABV, 26 IBUs for this Pilsner. SRM or color is of 3 and serve it at 4 degrees Celsius. We also do have a description on here, but it's all in French, so I used Google Translate to get a rough translation, which reads, "You don't have to have the instinct of a big cat to spot the tasty, flowery aromas of our lemony blonde created. You don't have to have the instinct of a big cat to spot the tasty, flowery aromas of our lemony blonde created by a well-presented noble hop. This lager beer combines the sweetness of malt, and character of hops. Forget the purrs, the Lynx is nothing like a kitten. Pretty good, pretty straightforward. Ingredients: water, barley malt, hops, and yeasty boys, or in French that's eau, ogre, malty, houblon, and le vieux. Probably butchered it, but I tried my best. No canned on date on the bottom. No canned on date anywhere on this can here. Kind of a bummer, but not too big of a deal. Website. Just like Microbrasserie de Charlevoix, Microbrasserie Coureur de Bois is terrible. Go to the beer section. I find nothing. It always says no results or results soon or whatever, and you go down to the seasonal beers year round and you're not finding anything. Belgian, white, black, you can't see shit. So again, I absolutely hate this website. I forgot to tell you where they're from. They are out of Dulbo, Mistsani. I mispronounced that 100%. Quebec, somewhere in Quebec. I don't know where. But moving on to Untapped. Lynx Pilsner has been given a 3.16 bottle caps out of 5. That's out of 16 ratings. So not super known, but it does have a rating. Very, very nice. Again, no pricing information on this because I cannot find pricing for this particular beer. Anybody that does know, let me know down in the comment box below. Greatly appreciated. Overall, it's not a bad beer. It's really not a bad beer. I'm really not finding any complaints of it. Any big complaints. I would say the weightiness is definitely a little odd. The haziness of the beer, a bit odd for a Pilsner. But other than that, pretty damn good. As far as Pilsners go, it's not the most amazing thing. But as far as, lager style beers go, you can get down with it. There's no offensive flavors. It just is a little weightier. Has that weird haze that Pilsners, in my mind, I don't think should have. But it is what it is. Cheers to the final sip. Oh, let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Microbrasserie Le Coureur de Bois. Lynx. Lynx Pilsner. Grassy, grainy, sourdoughy, Pilsner twang. A little bit of cucumber, refreshment out of it. Pretty good. The Pilsner twang is definitely on the lower end of Pilsners, which I can definitely get behind. A lot of people can definitely get behind this beer, even if you're not a big fan of craft beer per se, or the crazy amount of styles that craft beer has to offer. This is something that anybody could pick up and enjoy quite thoroughly. Might be a little weird with the haze, but don't be afraid of the haze, guys. Never be afraid of the haze. Just embrace it. Close your eyes if you must. Just focus on the flavor. Overall, Lynx from, I gotta say it again, I'm sorry, Microbrasserie Le Coureur de Bois gets a solid 7.1 out of 10 from me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go on and like this video or subscribe to me, Microbrasserie, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's gonna do it for me, Microbrasserie. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.